Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Wolfie and Maverick, and it has been a little while since we've uploaded. Apologies for that, but as you can see, we're not in kind of like our normal positions on where we usually record our videos. But we thought today we're gonna do something a little bit different.
Switch it up.
You can probably see from the title of this video, we're gonna be doing a FIFA 20 Volta wish list. We're gonna be saying everything that we kind of hope to see that FIFA implement into the Volta game mode. Now, we've never played it. We haven't seen anything other than kind of what they've shown on Twitter, which is like one reveal trailer, I think.
To be honest, I feel like we just haven't seen enough. It's such a new and exciting game mode, and that's kind of why we want to do this video, because there's so much that could be potentially done with it and hopefully is going to be done with it. So yeah, as Wolf said, we kind of want to cover that off.
So the first thing I want to talk about is how I really hope that Volta kind of is the new ultimate team in a way, if that makes sense. So I hope that Volta eventually kind of overthrows Ultimate Team in the sense of it being EA's or FIFA's most popular game mode, because I think there's so much potential in this game mode in the sense that it is kind of like a mixture of everything of FIFA Street, pro clubs. You could maybe even kind of get like a Ultimate Team feeling it in kind of you kind of can do daily objectives to kind of get stuff to improve your player or stuff like that, or get like a special kit during a week or something like that.
A new Ultimate Team. The question is, Wolf, do we really need a new one? Because I mean, a lot of times taken up with Ultimate Team right now. But no, I know what you're saying. For me, is Ultimate Team a bit done? I mean,
yeah, I think Ultimate Team is what? So it started in 2009, I believe, or not, or maybe FIFA 09. I think it was kind of the second half of the year, and so that means it's pretty much 10 years old. And I think that we're now getting to a point where, if I'm being totally honest, that it's just the same thing over and over again. You kind of know what's going to come. You get Team of the Year in kind of January time. You got Team of the Season, Black Friday, Halloween Scream players, and then just random stuff, not random stuff, just other kind of promos in between all those. And I feel like playing it for 10 years now, it just feels so samey and predictable that I feel like Volta could definitely take this over and make just FIFA a lot more fresher and relevant.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm just like you said, you've basically explained the whole foot cycle already. You know it, I know it. Everyone that works at Foothead, Footwiz, Footbin, all of those websites knows exactly what they're going to need to code throughout the year. But let's add a little bit of structure to this. Let's do it kind of, this is what we want them to add, what there currently is. I'm going to go with, do you know what? You first. One feature. What would you really, really love to see in Volta? Okay,
now, we all know this who's up to date with what's going on with Volta. And when we were in LA playing FIFA 20, it was only kickoff mode. We asked about Volta and if it's going to be multiplayer, kind of like pro clubs. So say me and Mav could jump online and have our own team and then play 3 other people online. As I'm aware, that isn't going to be implemented from launch. And
crazy.
That is something I definitely feel like needs to happen from the moment Volta or FIFA 20 is released, because my worry is that people won't jump on the hype of Volta purely because it just will be me versus Mav, which to me is like, football is all about camaraderie.
That's the word. Hey, got it.
I can't say it that well.
That's the one.
But yeah, like togetherness, playing with your teammates and everything. And Ultimate Team especially is the most loneliest game mode ever. It is literally me versus anyone else, where in football it's you and 10 teammates against 11 people. So that's why I love pro clubs so much, and I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't have as much popularity as it should. But this is maybe where you can kind of get that pro clubs feel of teammates togetherness, and then kind of throw it into a more popular game mode like foot, stuff like that. So for me, the one thing I really, really wish that this game mode has is that you can have online kind of like co-op with 3 other players, or however many players are in the game mode sort of thing, if it's like 5v5 or 3v3 or whatever. So yeah, that's my biggest wish list.
I shouldn't have let him go first. That's kind of was my big number one. But what I'm gonna kind of evolve from Wolf's option then. So option number 2, or feature number 2, which I think would be really, really cool, is to expand on Wolves, a pro clubs version of Volta. So if Volta's successful this year, obviously it might be tough to do it for this one, but moving into next FIFAs, pro clubs Volta.
Yeah.
So a case that, like Wolf said, you can jump on with your pro player. So you can do your guy, whether you want to have the big green afros like everyone does and the coloured wrist tape and whatever you want, but you have your specific pro player. I jump into a lobby with Wolf and a few friends and we go on and take on another 4 people with their pros. Or even moving forward, which actually is kind of another feature. So I'm going to do 2 and 1. Sorry, Wolf. I'm going to do 2 and 1 here, but it's not just 3 against 3 or 4v4. Volta becomes an 11-a-side. So Volta could be 11-a-side football, but in a Volta format. So a Volta system, Volta format. So you could play, and this is where monetization comes into it, but you could play on a whole different surface. So you've got 11v11, which 3 of them are pros.
Yeah.
So it's Wolf, myself, and let's say Nellis, who you guys don't know is actually the other side of the camera. But we can go and jump on in an 11-a-side pro clubs game, but we can play outside in a cage or
on the beach,
or we can play on the beach or wherever. Literally possibilities are endless. There's a Marvel movie comes out and there's a Marvel space station that you play on. Like it sounds crazy and weird to think of football in that situation, but that would be so fun and just a completely different dynamic.
Imagine if the like the map you'd call it or the pitch gave like different dynamics. So say you played on the moon, like the ball would like float or it would move slower or something.
That could be
like,
quite cool.
Just has different kind of reactions. Or if you had like an ice ring pitch, the ball would move really quickly. That would be quite cool.
Yeah, 100%. You could maybe something you could toggle on and off even.
Yeah.
So
Just maybe it'd just be like kind of like you said, just appearance thing, or kind of have like a dynamic effect or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. You could toggle it on and off. So like I said, normal football effects, normal football physics, or crazy physics to have just fun with friends, like mystery ball that's coming out and stuff like that.
This actually moves quite nicely onto my next thing I want added, is that the thing that I not dislike the most about Ultimate Team, but one thing that worries me is how competitive it is getting, in the sense of not just
100%.
People play for rewards, like people play a certain way now and it's just not fun, it's just not enjoyable. Especially maybe, I don't know, because me and Maverick obviously aren't casual players, we're not pros, but we've been playing this game for a long time. I'd say hardcore. Hardcore. That's how you'd say it. So we now know how people play, and I guess we don't see what casual people see because we're more involved. But just the way people play now just is not, in my opinion.
El Tornado crosses.
Yeah, it's just unrealistic and just boring. They play the same way, they do the same things. It's just repetitive and it's just boring. Now maybe, and this is where we're going on to my point, which would be cool, and EA have done this in foot that's coming in FIFA 20, is these house rules. And maybe they add that into Volta as well. So you have different kind of matches, which would kind of bring out a more casual way of playing. So maybe, I don't know. I don't have any ideas off the top of my head, but like you said, you got mystery ball. I think with these game modes, people aren't going to take it so seriously. So maybe it'll be a lot more enjoyable to play. And then especially if you have 3 of your friends that you're playing with, it would be a lot more fun. And sorry to keep going, but I don't want to kind of compare FIFA to Fortnite, which a lot of people do. And like, it probably is quite hard to compare the two. But the main thing for me between Fortnite and FIFA is, as I've just mentioned, is that the most fun I have on Fortnite is when I'm playing squads with Nellis, Mav, other people. It's because we're having a team experience, where with 100%. FIFA, it's just me. And it's just, I'm either going to get frustrated or be happy, but I don't have anyone to share that kind of, or bounce that energy and experience off of. So, just maybe some cool game modes in Volta, which you can do with your friends, but then it comes back to being online again. So I feel like everything's going to come back to make Volta online, EA, please.
The elephant in the room, and I mean, you could literally search Volta on Twitter, and I promise you, the top tweet that would come up would be make it online. That's number one. That's feature number one that I think everybody on the planet wants, and it absolutely needs to happen. Feature number 2 is just cool little pitches, maybe implement it into pro clubs, maybe even a foot game mode, but customization as well. Something that within pro clubs has just not been up to scratch. In Volta, can we please have it up to scratch? Can we have people that we can actually make interesting to ourselves? And I made the joke earlier about the big green afros and the coloured wrist tape, but that's as far as you can really go in FIFA.
Yeah.
In Volta, can we get awesome customizations? A bit like the FIFA streets of old. You could change your shorts, your shirt, your hoodie, your trainers. You could change anything. Can we add things like tattoos? I mean, I have a full sleeve. I know multiple people out there love tattoos. Can we add tattoos to players?
Well, they have it in other EA titles, like UFC. You can literally put as many tattoos on your body as possible. So I don't know why that can't happen on FIFA.
Exactly. Just awesome customization that you can even update or add to as the week goes on, you know? And maybe this is where they create their money. And I know people will make the joke, EA love money, but this is where customization, look, we're not comparing it to Fortnite again, but customization is what people pay for in Fortnite. They make tons of money. There is a marketplace or a space for that within FIFA. I mean, I'd pay to be able to have a cool tattoos or brand new shoes that come out. Shoes? Well, this is football. Brand new boots, trainers that come out and stuff like that. I happily would do it. And that would just make, again, everything within the new Volta experience for me needs to be enjoyable and about enjoyment and about doing something different from the loneliness of foot and doing something a bit different from just having trademark players that you see week in, week out play football. I want to play with myself and feel like it is myself.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Customization needs to be on point. Maybe another cool thing would be, which is happening in foot, is like season objectives or weekly, daily objectives. That would be quite cool. Something you could grind for. Now, we don't know kind of how does your pro level up or how that kind of thing works, but maybe just do it for cosmetic stuff. So if, like I mentioned, if you score 5 bicycle kicks in a week, you get a shirt that is funny looking, or I don't know. Yeah. Like they could do really cool skins and stuff like that in Volta.
Because do almost anything, couldn't they?
Yeah, if it's more like player based and not kind of like off official players sort of thing. I don't know anything about like licensing or anything, but if you kind of make it a whole game mode where there isn't any players that you have to worry about kind of names and stuff, you could literally put a purple guy as a player sort of thing. Obviously, you wouldn't just do it purple, but you know how you could have a funny skin, something like that.
Yeah, so anything like that. I mean, look, again, people do all sorts of things to make their pros look individual and different. Why can't we have Volta players looking completely individual and different, and having like even other celebrities or things from different walks of life or different areas,
like
crossovers, implementing them into, so you can play with potentially one of your favorite actors or something like from a movie, and like I said, there's so many areas and possibilities that could be done with that. But I mean, it kind of excites me as well. Volta is really, really exciting, and Wolf and I are definitely gonna do a series around it, and that's actually something we should probably ask for in the comment section. How would you like us to do a Volta series? What would you like it to do it about? Because we don't really know how to get to grips with it.
Will it be like a road to Division 1?
Yeah, would it be, for example, would it be Wolf and myself creating a team, and like if we complete certain objectives, we could add more onto our pro or our player or whatever like that, and it just locks as we go along and along and along. Something like that could be really cool, but that's really up to you guys, because we make videos for you lot and we want to do what you guys want to see.
Exactly. But yeah, it should be some cool stuff, hopefully. Like, I'm excited for Volta. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Actually, while we're thinking, is there anything you really, really want to see in Volta as well? So let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, that would be cool, because we, like I said, we've got to fill a certain amount of time, and there's so many ideas that I'm sat here thinking, I know I've missed one. I'm just trying to think. I just headbutted the mic, but I know I've missed one I really wanted. I know I have. I can't think of it, so let us know.
Yeah, I can't think. Definitely, we've done season objectives. I think that's it for now, I guess. Is there anything you remembered?
So, online, seasonal objectives, 11 aside in the future, potentially different places, massive customization.
Do you want there to be like a storyline?
A storyline would be awesome.
Storyline would be really cool.
Memes aside, the journey, but done right.
Yeah.
Again, being able to customize the journey. So have your guy, not just Alex Hunter, which was cool, but something else.
Or maybe not even like, it doesn't have to be a storyline, but just something to kind of grind towards, but not that, I don't know, maybe that's where the objectives comes in, because you don't want to have like on foot where you have foot champs, because everyone's going to play ridiculously like competitive to get these rewards.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough balance, but maybe something to grind towards. Maybe that is score 1,000 goals for your player, and then you get some special see-through boots or some galaxy boots or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
something
know.
like that.
But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Let us know once again anything you'd like to see in Volta. If you'd like to see a part 2, let us know as well. We'll try and think of some more stuff if you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you are new. But that's going to wrap up for this video. We will see you next time. But until then, peace.